can fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Italy. Got too foreign hoes, they DM me. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
Hi guys. So today I filmed a video on how I did my makeup for my beachy photo shoot. It was very on the whim. I'm going to insert some pictures right now of my photo shoot. It was so much fun, but I did my makeup a particular way because I was going to be by the water and you never know what's going to happen. Actually, when I was shooting, the waves were so crazy that the first time I actually sat down in the sand, a huge wave came and it literally went over me and I got drenched in water, and somehow my makeup still lasted. So I was like, wow, let me film a video of how I did my makeup and how it lasted and stayed for me during that really wet, windy time. I also had like envisioned in my head what I wanted to do for my makeup before I even took the pictures. I had a black bathing suit, so I really just wanted like a grungy black look, but like I wanted it to make my eyes pop out a lot because I knew I was going to be in the sun and the sun was setting, so like I wanted like my eyes to be like bam. So this is the look that I did. The photos came out amazing. If you guys want, you guys can check out the photographer who took the photos for me. I will link his Instagram below. He's amazing and super talented, and I love the photos. So if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. You can also follow me on all my social medias down below that I link for you guys. Bye guys. This kind of look, actually, it looks like a mess when you're first doing it, but once you do all your foundation and stuff and once it comes all together, I promise you it looks good. I put a little concealer on my eye, dabbed with my my Real Technique sponge. I'm doing this whole look with this Morphe palette. It's like so overused and gross, but it's my favorite palette because it's so convenient and has everything in it. And if you really have been watching all my videos on my channel, you would know how much I use this palette. So I'm basically just taking any nude, neutral, I'm using this one particularly, to just set in that concealer on my eyes, just so when I apply my eyeshadow, everything goes on smoothly and blends out well. The good thing about this look is that it literally takes 2 seconds because it's just a bunch of just blending and nothing's really precise or perfect. I'm going to take this color right here, put it in my crease, and this just warms up the look, because if you have like all black on your eye, it kind of starts looking like a bruised black eye, and that's not what I want. Then I'm going to take this brown over here, it's like a chocolate warm brown, and again put that in my crease and blend it out. This just makes every color transition well, because you don't want to go straight from that transition color to black. And I'm just light-handedly putting that in my crease. Morphe M425, this is kind of like a flat brush. I just take this dark brown right here. It kind of has like a purpley color in it too. And I'm just going to put that all over my lid. So this photo shoot was like so last minute, and I had in mind what I wanted to do for my eyes and how I wanted the photos to come out. So I kind of got my makeup done really fast. But that's why this look is such an easy go-to look for photo shoots, because it's so like quick and convenient and there is no preciseness to it. You can be messy with it. That's when I'm going to go in with my black. I kind of just use the same brush if I'm dipping into darker colors than the previous color, but if I'm going in with like a lighter color from the previous color I just used on my brush, I will get another brush. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush and blend that in again. Then I'm going to take my NYX liquid liner. This thing doesn't even, it's old and I really shouldn't be using it. And I'm just going to line my eyes, but I'm not going to make a wing. Is anyone else over the wing look? Because, I mean, I love it, but it's just so much. There was like a time where I literally didn't do a wing for maybe 5 months, 6 months straight, because it's just like so annoying and I always forget I have a wing and I'll rub my eyes and stuff. So I could go without the wing now. And I'm going to use L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This is one of my favorites. And with this particular look, I wanted the sun to really pop my eyes out in the photos. So I'm taking just any black eyeshadow and putting that on my tight line. Because I have brown eyes, this eyeshadow really just pops out my brown eyes in photos. I read this quote or this meme. Is it meme or meme? Whatever. And it said, when brown eyes are hit by the sunlight, it's magical. And it's so true. And just having your tight line lined with black makes it that much more intense. Then I'm going to go in with that brown that I had earlier. Put it on my waterline. A little outside of my waterline, so I guess like my bottom lash line. And then I'm going to take that black and put it inside my waterline. And that's pretty much all I did for the eyes. For my face, I moisturized with the Susan Simonelli SPF moisturizer. And I put a little castor oil around my eyes just to give it some moisture. And I also use my Benefit, the Professional. This thing is a sample and I've had it forever. And I just use it to fill in my pores. This way my pores aren't so prominent and shown in the pictures. I use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. This is in Fresh Beige. It's a demi matte finish. I suggest full coverage when you're doing a photo shoot on the beach because you never know what could happen. And what happened with me was that all of a sudden I sat down in the sand. I had my hair done. It was blown out. It was curled. And a huge wave came crashing and my whole hair was drenched. So everything was drenched. My face, everything. So I made sure that I used a full coverage, long-lasting foundation so that it wouldn't just wash off with the water. Let's start dabbing that on my face. This is a little darker than my face because I use a self tanner and I normally don't tan my face, or if I do, it just washes off very fast because I'm constantly washing my face. And I'm using downward strokes when I do my foundation just so it can fill in my pores. Mix in the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation by Milani. This is also a good foundation if you want full coverage. I'm just going to mix those two. I'm huge on mixing foundations because I feel like you're never going to find your perfect color foundation-wise. So I'm constantly mixing, and I think certain foundations give you different things you're looking for. If you guys are ever looking for a really cheap dupe of the Beauty Blender, this sponge by Real Techniques is super cheap. It's at your local pharmacy drugstore and it's just as good. Bring it down your neck and on your ears. You want all this to mesh together. For concealer, I'm using my Holy Grail concealer. Every basic makeup guru's her holy grail. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in medium, and I'm just gonna put that under my eyes. This particular concealer is great for photo shoots because it stays on, it's full coverage. And how could you complain about that? I'm a little heavier with my concealer than I normally do because, like I said, it was a photo shoot. Put that in with my sponge. I'm using the Temp 2 Invisible Difference Finishing Powder in medium. I always use this for my brides when I do airbrush. Love it. I don't think really anything compares to like the RMCA powder, which is super cheap, or the Laura Mercier powder, but this is good to come in second. Now I'm baking my under eye, but I'm also like dabbing some powder into my whole face because I do want my foundation to stay, and this is just for a photo shoot, so that's why I did that. Normally I wouldn't, or if I want my makeup to last all night, I'll definitely set in my whole face. Contour, which is really important for pictures, I'm going to use the True Match Super Blendable Powder. This is in neutral. And I'm using the Morphe N04 brush because it has like an angle. And I'm just going to carve out my face. And no, I didn't use lashes. I hate lashes. It's not that I hate them. Like, it's just like too much work. Like, I honestly wonder how girls put them on every day. It's either I get them done, like lash extensions, or I don't wear them at all. I'm also going to use the Milani bronzer. I don't even know what color this is because it's like completely gone. I haven't really updated my makeup in a while. Also use that to bronze my face. And bring it down your neck. We don't want to be those girls that have the line on their face where it's just like you can tell the difference. I'm going to use the Shade Light palette. Use the darkest color to contour. Dab that in there, very little. I'm using this shade from the Anastasia palette. I put it in a Z palette, but it's from the Contour Kit palette. Just to like wipe this away. For blush, I'm mixing these two Makeup Geek blushes. I believe this is Bliss, and this is Summer Fling. And I'm gonna lightly press that on my cheekbones. Finish my eyes by putting mascara on my bottom lashes. Apparently Jaclyn Hill says that the best way to put on highlight is with your damp beauty blender, so that's what you do. And I'm using Champagne Pop. And clearly that's nothing new on my channel. I really wanted my highlight to pop in these photos, so I went a little heavy-handed. It's alright though. I'm just gonna do my eyebrows and I'll be right back. I'm not showing you how I do my eyebrows on camera because I recently just filmed a video on me doing my eyebrows, so if you do want to see that video, I will link it below. Alright, so my eyebrows are done. I added Rapunzel highlight under my eyebrows and in my tear duct area. And for my lips, I use the Inglot Lip Pencil Crayon in number 16. I use this every single day of my life. I can't switch, I'm too committed. I'm using Mellow Matte Liquid Lip Paint in Tyran, and I'm putting that over this. I feel like it's still kind of white, so I'm just going to bronze my face up a little bit more with this. Lastly, to keep everything in, I'm using my Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. I always press it in with my beauty sponge after. And that is the final look.